login in Spring Boot with session. Okay, so first thing we have to do, I'm using Eclipse ID, so you can choose according to your requirement. So come to the file, new, other, and write here Spring Starter project. Okay, after that you have to give some name to your project. So I am giving register login Spring Boot. Okay, after that you have to choose Maven here and Java version 17. Then click on next. After that you have to load this two dependency here, which is Spring Boot DevTool, and the second one is Spring Web. Okay, after that you have to click on finish, and here you can see the building process of the project is started here. Okay, so our project is successfully built. Here you can see register login Spring Boot. After that you have to come to your project, then open pom.xml, open with text editor, and first thing we have to do, we have to change parent version, which is I am using 2.7.1. Then first thing we have to, then second thing we have to do here, we have to load one dependency here, which is Tomcat Jasper 9.0.64. So you can search here Tomcat Jasper and click on here Tomcat Jasper, and here to choose the version 9.0.64. Okay, according to this, simply copy the dependency from here and paste here. Okay, Control S. Then for loading JSP pages, we have to create JSP page here. So for that, come to the SRC. In SRC, there is a folder called as name. In that main, we have to create a folder which is web app. In this web app, we have to create another folder, that pages. And in this pages, we have to create JSP file. Okay, other JSP. So I am creating register reg.jsp. Click on finish. Here you can see our file is successfully created here. Okay, then come to the, for loading these all JSP files, we have to write prefix suffix here. Okay, so for that, come to the src main resource, then application.properties, and write here spring.mbc.view.prefix is equal to // pages, and in suffix spring.mbc.view.suffix. Here you have to write .jsp. Okay, okay, then simply come to the src main Java, and here there is a default package called as a com.example.demo. Here we have to create one controller. Okay, for doing all pages mapping. Okay, so demo controller. Okay, click on finish. So declare this class as a controller. We have to mention here controller annotation. After that, we have to write mapping for loading this reg.jsp page. So public string register. In this, we have to write return dot. We have to mention a default mapping, and request mapping. Sorry, we have to mention a default mapping, and here we have to mention our page name, which is reg. Okay, put semicolon here, and just we check this is our project running or not. Okay, so simply come to the main class, which is register login Spring Boot application.java. Double click on here, run as Spring Boot app. Come to the console. Here you can see our local mapping at localhost 8080. So simple to come to our Chrome browser, localhost 8080. Here you can see our page is successfully loaded here. Okay, so I am just putting random data here, just like h1 hello. Just simply refresh. Okay, here you can see our page is successfully loaded here. So I have already registration form here in my folder. So I simply paste that registration form here. So we can directly start our project process. Okay. So this file Spring Boot temp. Okay, sorry, tagline template. Okay, I simply copy from here and paste here. Okay, just refresh this. Okay, here you can see our registration form is loaded here. Okay, so second thing we have to do, we have to create one more class here for put this all details here. Okay, so simply come to the example.demo, double click on here and create a class name as a emp data. Okay, just simply click on finish. Okay, so before doing any step here, we have to load one more dependency here, which is Spring Data GPA. Data GPA. Why we are loading the dependency? Because we using Hibernate GPA here for perform queries. So for that we have to compulsory need this dependency. So that's why we loading the dependency here. Just simply copy the dependency from here and come to the pom.xml and simply paste here. Must remember that you have to remove this version from here. Okay, we don't need this dependency version here. Okay, here you can see there is a process of downloading some files here. Okay, done. Then come to the emp.java. So mention here annotation entity. So what is the meaning of entity annotation? So we declare this class as an entity, which means table created in our database by this class name. Okay, so first we have to declare our variables. Private int id. Just mention here id annotation, which is used for primary key. Second one is generated value. In this we have to write strategy, then generation generated type dot auto. Okay, so why we mention this annotation? Because this is used for auto incrementation. Okay, so this is two important annotation. Then private string username. Okay, after that private string email. eh, then private string. Okay, just check private string username, email, location, and password. Okay, location, and last one is private string password. Okay, all things are done. So we have to add one more thing here, which is confirm password, private string c password. Okay, which is confirm password. This is we need here. So I simply copy from here and come to the register.jsp, and here we have to add one more input tag here, which is confirm password. Okay, So here I am writing confirm password. Here I am just simply writing. So I forgot to put here name, password, and confirm password. Okay. So you have to must remember these things. These names and this variables name are must same. Okay. So I am putting a name. So I am putting a username, email, location, password. Okay. So all things are done right now. Okay. So I just simply change here register value. Okay. Just check one more time. Okay. Here you can see confirm password. Okay. Okay, so variable in these variables we have to apply getter setter. So simply double click on here, source, generate getter setters, select all and click on generate. Here you can see our getter setter is successfully applied here. Okay, I just simply remove this package here. Okay, then we have to move forward to our future step, which is we have to add database connectivity code here. Okay, so for that we have to come application.properties, and here we have to load database connectivity code. So I already have database connectivity code here. So I simply copy this database connectivity code from here and paste here. Okay, so what is in this database connectivity code? So simply this is a username of database, which is I am using PostgreSQL. This is a port number of my database, which is 5432, and this is the my database name. Okay, so you can change according to that. So I am currently putting here database name as YouTube. Okay, to okay, this is my database name. This is my database again username, and this is my password. So you can change your things according to that. So I simply copy my database name from here, and I am just checking this database available in my database or not. Okay, so I am simply open my PostgreSQL. Okay, so it will opening. So let's do another step before it's open. So come to the example.demo package, then double click on here, and here we have to create one service here. Okay, so for that we have to create one interface here. Okay, so new interface and give them service emp. Okay, click on finish, and here we have to write one method here. Okay, so public void register data, and in this we have to write our class name, which is mp data, and we have to create object here, which is for example s1. Okay, mp data, just put simply paste semicolon here. So I am just opening my database and checking this database available or not. I am putting my password. So check YouTube database is available or not here. Here you can see I already have the database. Okay, so simply I am come to my project, and in this service, okay, we declare as a service. Then again we have to come example.demo. We have to create one class which is our DAO. So for that we are giving him DAO EMP, and in this DAO EMP we have to add this interface, which is service EMP. Okay, then simply click on finish. You can implement by directly here. So if you forget to add this class, so you can directly add from here. So service emp. Okay, just simply click on it and add unimplemented method. Okay, so here we declare this class as a DAO. So we have to mention a service annotation. Okay, so after that we have to create one more interface here for our repository. So click on here repository, click on finish, and here you can see our repository is successfully created. So mention here repository annotation. Okay, so okay, repository. So why it's showing me error? Okay, why is showing me this type where I don't know. Repository. Okay, so we will discuss this later. So come to our controller here, and here we have to write one method for getting this all data from here to database. Okay, so in this controller we have to write public string get data. Okay, so in this we have to write, first we have to mention post mapping annotation here, and in this post mapping we have to write handler forever form. So where is our form? Register.jsp. Here you can see there is no action. Okay, so I have to write action here. Action equal to data and method equal to post. Okay, so I simply copy this action from here and come to the controller, and here we have to mention that data, and temporarily I am writing here written as a null. Okay, written as a null. Okay, okay, then we have to come our method. In this bracket we have to write model attribute. So model attribute basically use when we have to get all data into one object. Okay, so simply write, then again we have to write our class name, which emp data c1. Okay, so then in this emp data c1 there is a all of data from this from come here. Okay, so before that we have to create here service object, which is a service emp, and here we have to write for example uh, t1. Okay, and we have to mention here auto-wire annotation. Okay, auto-wire, so I am just calling that method from here. So t1 dot register data. Okay, here you can see this method is successfully called from here. Okay, so where is our service or DAO? Then we have to go to our DAO. In this DAO we have to create here repository object, so we can perform Hibernate JPA queries here. Okay, so repository. Okay, we have to change this repository uh, interface name here. So for that we have to click uh, here function app2, and we have to just simply change this repository name to emp repository emp. Okay, just simply click on finish. Here you can see now I am trying to put a repository annotation. Okay, now it successfully work here because we gave same name as the repository. Okay, so we have to create repository object here. So repo emp r1. Okay, so we have to give auto wire annotation here. Okay, so done. Then we have to call the save method. Okay, so what in the okay r1 dot okay, in this repository we have to extend by jpa repository. Why jpa repository? Because jpa repository have all of the these custom methods of SQL, so we can perform all our SQL database query. Okay, so in this jpa repository we have to pass our class name, which is emp data, and we have to put our first variable name here. So our first variable is integer, so I am putting just integer here. And now we call save method. Okay, r1 dot save. Here you can see, and in this save we have to pass s1. Okay, okay, so our controller, all the things done, repo emp service. Okay, so all things are completely done. So just relaunch our project from here. So run as Spring Boot app from here. Okay, there is some problem in your project. Error starting to display, debug application run to fail. What kind of error is that? PostgreSQL driver is not running. Okay, we forgot to add a PostgreSQL dependency here. Okay, so for that, come to the Maven repository, and here we have to write PostgreSQL. Okay, we forget that. Uh, okay, so PostgreSQL dependency JDBC driver, and in this we have to write any dependency here. Just copy from here and paste our pom.xml. Okay, we forget that. That's why it's showing error to us. So paste dependency here and remove the version of that dependency here. Okay, okay, it downloads some files from here. So just relaunch our project. Okay, it's showing one more error. Period SQL application failure to run. URL attribute not specifies. Data source could be configured. Just check application.properties. Here you can see just I am simply changing my database name. Just I am creating new database here. So create database test01. Just simply copy the database name from here and simply run this query. Syntax okay. Railway okay. Here you can see our database successfully created. Just put the database name here and simply relaunch our project. Now here you can see our project is successfully run because there is some kind of error in our database name. So simply refresh this from here. Okay, so I am just simply putting my username here, which is Gaurav 13. My email Gaurav uh, Patil gr13 gmail.com. Location is Pune, Shivaji Nagar. Password is 454545 and confirm password is 454545. Just simply click on register. Okay, there is a white label error. Just check our database which I created. Just refresh this. Come to the railway database. Where is that railway? Okay, here you can see there is a railway database. Come to the schema And here you can see there is a EMP data table. Just click on V all rows. Here you can see my data is successfully come to the database. So this is all about registration in Spring Boot. Okay, this is all about registration. You can see now. Then just move forward to login. So before that, we have to write some logic here. Here you can see if we write wrong confirm password here, it will accept it. Okay, so I'm just writing here Mayur 13. Um, email is equal to Mayur @gmail.com. Pune location and password is 4545 and confirm password also 5454. Just click on register. Here you can see it will accept it after I am putting wrong confirm password. So for stop this, come to the controller, and in controller we have to write some small logic here. Okay, so if C1, because C1 have all of the data we put in there, so C1 dot get pass dot equals C1 dot get cpass. Okay, so C1 dot get pass dot equals C1 dot get cpass. Then and then we will call this registration method. Okay, otherwise we return as a null. Okay, so just check right now it is working or not. Just refresh it and just put here random details like Rohit 13, Rohit, location Pune, password is 4545, confirm password is 4545. Sorry, confirm password is 5454. Just click on register. Okay, check our database. Okay, right now it not accepting that data. Okay, just we recheck here and put right data now. Okay, so I am writing here Karan 45, email Karan, location Wagoli, and password is 12345. Confirm password is 12345. Just click on register. Just check our database, refresh it. Here you can see now it accept it. Okay, so why it means this successfully work. So let's move forward to login. So for that login we have to need login page. So come to the page, double click on here, and just simply create one more JSP file here which is login. Okay, login. Okay, so here we have to copy this code here from here, simply paste here. Okay, we just need two fields here, which is email and password. Okay, login here. Okay, just we need only two fields, email and password. Okay, so I simply remove this all this stuff from here, location, email, pass. Okay, I don't want confirm pass here, so I am simply change the value of login. Okay, so for run this page we have to create this page mapping here in controller. So public string login data, in this we have to write request mapping. In this request mapping we have to write login and return as also login. Okay, login. Before loading this page we have to load one more dependency here, which is JSTL. So why we using JSTL dependency here? For loading these multiple JSP pages. Okay, so simply click on this dependency. Okay, JSTL, JSTL. It is loading. Just wait. Otherwise, I already have the dependency in my file. I simply copy this dependency from a JSTL. I provide this all file in your in my video description. Okay, so come to the bound.xml, and here I simply paste the dependency here. Okay, must remember that it don't require a version. Okay, just as so so come to the controller, and here after registration we redirect to our login page. So for that I am just writing here return as login. Okay, so after successful registration we return to user to our login page. So just simply uh, register one more time here. Simply paste refresh this from here, and I'm writing here as Arun at gmail.com. Location is Nasik. Password is 12345. 12345. Just simply click on register. Here you can see it will redirect us to the login form. Okay, which means it work, and then we have to move forward to our login. So in controller we have to write annotation request param. In this request param we have to write email string email. So request param basically use when we have to search or confirm a specific type of data. Okay, request param. Then again we have to write request param. In this we have to write password. Okay, then string password. Okay, okay, then we have to write one custom method here. Okay, we don't want to write here. We have to create another mapping for that. Okay, just simply remove from here, and here we have to write one more method for handle this login. So public string check login and login, and in this we have simply paste this here. Okay, we have to write return null temporary. Then we have to write here post mapping annotation, and in this we have to write our handler name. Output login. So in this login data check chk. Okay, as chk, I just simply copy this handler name from here and put this name here. Okay, here you can see. Then we have to create one more service here. So come to the service, and here we have to create that method. So just write first our class name emp data. Then we have to give some name, find by email and pass. And here we have to pass this parameter email string password. Okay, because we are finding such kind of data by specific name. Okay, so call this method from controller. So our T1 is our service objects even by find. Okay, find by name email and pass. Okay, so for finding this type of um, custom query, we have to create custom query in our repository. So come to the repository, and here we have to write custom query, which is find by email and password. This is custom query of JPA, and here we have to pass this parameter which is string email, string password. Okay, and in this before this query we have to mention my class name, which is emp data. Okay. Okay, my method is successfully custom method is successfully created here. So come to the controller and call this custom method. Okay, add an unimplemented method and simply call r1 dot find by name password. Okay, so all login tasks is successfully completed. So check whether it's working or not. Okay, so for that we have to do some step before doing that. So come to the controller and here we have to write one more logic. So string x is equal to, which means I'm writing here, okay, emp data, sorry, we have to write emp data x. So we have to write object here, logic here. So if x equal to null means x don't have any kind of value, so it will redirect to login page, means it will stay on that page, it will not move forward to our dashboard. If x is not null, then it redirect to dashboard. Okay, so dash, so for that we have to create one dashboard page here, new, other, JSP dash, and in this dash I am just simply putting h1 dash. Okay, just check control one more time and we have to create dashboard mapping here. So public string dash, you can put any kind of name, request mapping dash return dash. Okay, just check whether it is working or not. Okay, our project is live. I am starting from registration. Okay, so I simply put my details here, which is Gaurav. Not, I am putting another details here, Manish. Password email is manish at gmail.com. Location is Pune. Password is 4545 and confirm password is 4545. Click on register. Here you can see our registration successfully completed. So come to the email manish and password 4545. Click on login. Okay, there is a error. Just check our database. Manish 4545 dash check. Okay, there is a that data ACK. Okay, I think there is a error. Okay, I simply copy this name from here and paste this name here. Okay, I think there is a spelling mistake. Yes, there is a spelling mistake. Just check now, it is working or not. Okay, just refresh it and write name here, Manish, password 4545. Okay, there is an error in our project. Mayur and password is, just check, 5454. Okay, 5454. click on enter. Okay, Mayur, password is 5454. Click on login. Okay, kill it. Okay, I'm just writing this my details here and just simply writing at 4545. Just checking my details 45. Okay, here you can see I am logging to dashboard successfully. Okay, I'm just trying another. Okay, Arun details here, which is arun@gmail.com. Just refresh this from here. Arun, and password is 12345. Okay, simply put 12345. Login. Here you can see it will redirect us to dashboard, which means this is task is also successfully completed here. Okay, so this is register login. So let's move on to the dashboard. So in this dashboard, we have to show all registration details of our user. So for that, we have already have some template here. So come to the profile. I simply copy this from here and simply paste here. Just check it's working or not. 12345. Login. Here you can see our template is successfully loaded here. Okay, so for showing all of the details of the user, we have to uh, write or mention session here. We have to apply session here for start the session. Okay, so for apply session, okay, first we have to come our login. This is our login mapping. In this, we have to write first. We have to create session object. HTTP session h1. In this h1, we have to write h1 dot set attribute, and in this we have to write user name x dot get username. Okay, h1 dot set attribute email x dot get email. H1 dot set attribute. Here we have to pass location x dot get location. Okay, and last h dot set attribute password x dot get password. Okay, so we set this session here. Okay, so then we get this session in our dashboard. HTTP session h1. In this we have to write h1 dot get attribute. In here we have to write email. Okay, here we have to take this in one variable string. A is equal to, we have to cast this. Okay, so we have to write logic here. So if A equal to null, then it will redirect to login. Otherwise it will redirect to dashboard. So what is the meaning of this line? Okay, so if our session don't have any kind of value, so it will redirect us to the login page. Or if session have any kind of value, it will redirect us to dashboard. So this is all about this. A is equal to h1.get attribute email. Okay, so let's check is this working or not. So before that, you can see here after login slash localhost slash login profile, we have logout button here, so we have to create mapping for logout. So public string logout, here we have to write request mapping. Okay, in this we have to write logout and return to login. Okay, so whenever we click on logout, it will redirect us to login. So here we have to mention again HTTP session h1, and there is a method of session h1 dot, we have to mention it h1 dot invalid. So whenever we click on logout, our session got invalid, which means session don't have any kind of value on that time. Okay, so come to the dash.jsp, and here I have to write, where is that logout? Okay, here you can see logout. I have to write a href logout. Okay, so simply check is this working or not. I refresh from here and click on logout. Here you can see it will redirect me to login page. Okay, so I simply login from here 454545. Okay, okay, come to this, then we have to show all of the value here. Okay, so let's try this. Come to our dashboard, JSP page, and here we have to write some code for getting session here in this um, greater than less than percentage. HTTP session h1 is equal to request dot get session, and in this we have to write false. Okay, here we have to simply get our session again. So for example, I have to put my username here, so I have to write out dot print, and here I have to write h1 dot get attribute, and here I have to simply write username or name. I just check one more time here, what is that? Okay, username, just simply refresh from here. There you can see my username. Come here, simply as it is from here dashboard, I simply copy this from here and come to this username section, and I'm just put here my username. In this email I have to change this email. In location I have to change this location, and password I have to change password. Just simply refresh this from here. You can check over all details come here. Okay, so let's log in from another account and check it is working or not. I simply register again here. Okay, localhost, and I'm writing here detail as a Puneet superstar, email Puneet superstar, location is Noida, password is 454545, confirm password is 454545. Okay, click on register. Let's log in from account Puneet superstar, password is 454545. Okay, here you can see all details comes here, Puneet superstar, gmail.com, Noida 4545. So this is all about session. Okay. So if we log out here, okay, and trying to uh, uh, redirect to dashboard, you can see we can't achieve it because we invalidate this session from here, from our controller. Okay, this one. Okay, so if session have a specific value, then and then we can directly access this from here. For example, 454545, and if I then I come to the back page, and then I trying to access dashboard localhost slash dash, then and then access the dashboard. Okay, whenever I am clicking on logout, you cannot access the dashboard. Just check one more time, localhost slash dash. Here you can see this is the power of session. Okay, so this is all about session. Okay, Puneet, I just log in one more time. So with the help of session, you can show all of the values, all of the emails or location to the user. Basically, you can create a user profile here. So by the using session, you can show anything user information to user in your profile section. So in this next video, I am trying to perform this for change photo and upload a photo, profile photo option, and update this information from here. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, and thanks you so much.